Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ronke Lawal. Don't forget to subscribe, share, leave a comment. Today I want you to talk about the concept of Black excellence. I want you to talk about whether Black excellence is now being used to sometimes call, not that it's been used to, but does Black excellence cause more harm than good? Or the philosophy of Black excellence? And there's a number of ways of thinking about it. So for those of you who don't know what Black excellence is, it's, in summary, it's basically amplifying and encouraging members of Black communities around the world, globally, and showing them how great we are, how great we can be, the great things we've done. I know there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you put it down to that, if you really just make it about that, about our communities and about what Black excellence can do for us, just celebrating, like, I think it's a celebration, right, of greatness, that's great. I think, you know, it's phenomenal, especially in a society that does not do the work of amplifying the great things that Black people do intentionally. It suppresses and it silences and it erases Black legacies, Black histories, intentionally, right? I think it's great if you put the concept down to bare knuckle basics. Nothing wrong with that. I've been an advocate. I still am an advocate of Black excellence. As long as it is about what I've just described, as long as it's a tool that's encouraging. My issue with Black excellence is when it becomes the burden, when it kind of becomes more about respectability, when it becomes something that limits us. So when it limits, and by us I mean Black people, wherever we are in the world. And Black excellence can do that, and it can do that through exhaustion. So often there's a trope, there's a way of thinking that some people adhere to. We work twice as hard, but then we work twice as hard, and unfortunately we get half as much, which I don't know. It happens because economically, yes, there is an ethnicity pay gap. So it's true, but then I'm like, well, why would I want to put myself through? Why am I working twice as hard in a society that's not going to appreciate me, right? So there's that. Just so that I can say I'm excellent. Just so that I can say I'm #Black excellence. Like, for me, that doesn't make any sense. And it took a lot of unlearning, because I used to be one of those, excellence everything. But then I was like, actually, hang on a minute. My people, I know I'm great. My people know I'm great. I am actually already, I'm the bee's knees. Like, I know I'm it. And yet, this thing of Black excellence is creating this kind of vacuumous, this kind of, it's a word, it kind of is restrictive, because also what it's doing is it's limiting how we approach others who aren't deemed to be part of this Black excellence committee, right? So it becomes almost elitist as well. So I was growing more and more uncomfortable. So I'm only really talking about my journey. You may disagree. You may just want to hold on to this philosophy, and that's your choice. But for me, I was realizing that, oh, this is just another way of replicating elitism. Like, this is just, okay, so it's Black excellence, still not getting the respect from the wider society, because I'm seeing mediocre people who don't look like me getting big opportunities, despite me being great and despite me being excellent. And then yet, in my own community, we're using this Black excellence to create these spaces that aren't safe for everyone, that aren't safe for people who fall short. So then I'm just like, okay, there's that. And then, as I've said earlier, the exhaustion. Like, I am working, I'm trying to be as perfect as possible. No typo must be on my website. I've got to be like, I've got to make sure that everything is in place, and I've got to make sure I do this and I do that and I talk like this and I do, just so that I can be considered Black and excellent. And there's one thing I just came to terms with. It was like, look, there is some, you know, I know who I am. I know I'm great. I know I'm excellent. But then there's also some days I'm mediocre. There's some days I'm boring. There's some days I'm out here. I just am. Like, there's some days I'm exhausted and I'm tired, and I am not going to fit myself into that box, and I'm not going to try and chase this limitless or this limiting perception or perspective simply because I want to be part of a clique or considered to be one of the chosen ones. So you know, you decide, you figure out what that means. I still believe that if we can center ourselves in any of these narratives, or even if we hold on to Black excellence, but it's for us, it's not about trying to prove anything to anybody else, then that's phenomenal. Often it's not quite the case. When you start to scratch the surface, it starts to center the white gaze sometimes, right? It starts to center society and a group of people who still have a long way to go, in my opinion, to see us for who we are. So now I'm like, well, I'm not going to spend all my time trying to prove any points to people who are not going to respect me. So I don't want to center them. Like, people will say, oh no, it's about us, and actually sometimes it's not. Like, if you really look at it, sometimes it's just about you're trying to show society that you're the same as the very people who have tried to oppress you, and that doesn't work for me. Might work for you, doesn't work for me, and that's how I see it. Now look, feel free to share your thoughts, share your comments in the section below. Again, this is not me saying we should cancel Black excellence. Like, come on. Come on. What I am saying is, let's just take the time to think about sometimes what it can do and what it creates. This philosophy, it's still great, it's still wonderful, it can still be beautiful if it's for us, and it's about us, and it centers us. So I'm hoping you understand what I am trying to say, because I don't want anybody now misunderstanding or misinterpreting what I'm saying in this video. Hopefully I've been very clear, and even if you don't understand, there's nothing really much I can do. So thank you so much anyway for tuning in, and please do, like I said, I want to have that conversation, so leave a comment, share your thoughts, and have a glorious day, night, afternoon, morning, whatever it is you're doing wherever you are in the world. Take care. Bye bye.